Hello everyone, welcome to Wagons West. Let's learn how to play. So, set up. Everyone will take a wagon and place it on Independence, Missouri. Everyone will get a pencil and a player sheet and a player guide. And then just make sure you still have the dice. To start, you're going to mark your wagon's name. You're going to mark all of the people who you want to ride along in your wagon, and you're going to decide which resources to take along on your journey. You'll get $10 to allocate, and you have to allocate them all right away. So food's one, ammunition is one, and medicine is $2. So I've marked 3 and 3 and 2 medicine, which comes up to $10. Once everyone's done that, we can get started. So the way it works is someone will roll the dice, and then everyone will take actions based on that roll. So here's the turn sequence. So the dice are rolled, passive effects happen, everyone gets to choose a die action or rest, and then check for disease and check to see if you've died or won. So first off, after the dice are rolled, the passive effects happen. So based on what are on the dice, we will mark our player boards accordingly. So if there's ever 3 storms on the dice, which happens very rarely, lots of bad stuff happens, you'll need to add a disease, add an oxygen exhaustion, and cross off one of your wagon health. If not, you can move on. For every hunger die that comes up, you'll have to cross off one of your food. So we have 1 hunger die here, so we'll have to mark off one of our food. Ouch. If we didn't have any food, say these were all gone, say these were already all gone and now we have to add 1 more, we would have to instead mark a disease. We're getting sick because we're not eating. That's all for the passive effects. Then we go on to the die actions. So you get to choose from the dice one of these 4 actions to take or rest. So the 4 actions are the 3 movements and then hunting. So what's on the dice right now? These are passive. So just hunting. Let's change this up. So now we have a choice between move to, hunt, or rest. As always, you can rest. So for the movements and hunting and resting and everything, you'll just look at your action guide here and it'll tell you what you need to do to take each action. So for a move 1, you literally just move your wagon 1 spot. Easy enough. And for move 2 and move 4, that's the same. You'll just move your wagon up to the indicated number of spaces. For these 2 actions, you'll need to take the side effects. So let's say we're moving 4, just for fun here. So we need to mark 2 oxygen exhaustion. So 1 and 2. And then for every mountain or river we cross, we're going to need to remove 2 wagon health. So if we move 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, here we're not crossing any mountains or rivers. Let's say we started here. 1, 2, 3, 4. We crossed this river now. So we crossed 1 river space. So that's 2 wagon health gone. And let's see, for every storm and river, we're going to have to mark off 1 disease. So we cross 1 river, we know. And there's 1 storm die. This is bad. So that's 2 disease we're going to have to add here. Ouch. Okay, so that's how you do that. So you have to be careful about when you're taking your movements. Now, one thing to note, when moving, if your oxygen exhaustion has 5 filled in, so if we had 5 filled in here, now we can only move 1 total space on our turn. So you can't always take those big moves or you're going to make it so you can't move more than 1 space. We'll get to that, fixing that later. The other type of action is hunting. So if you look at the board, each section of the board is called a hunting region, and it has an indicator of how your hunting action will happen. So you would mark off 2 bullets to get 4 food. That's pretty easy. The only catch is you can't be in one of these spots marked with no hunting. So let's say I was here. Now I can hunt. So let's look at our player guide here. So cross off bullets, get food according to hunt region. But for every storm die, you have to add another bullet to what you're removing. So I had 1 storm, so we need 2 plus 1, so 3 bullets to give me 4 food. So let's do that hunt. So 1, 2, 3 bullets to get 1, 2, 3, 4 food. There we go. And then if you don't feel like taking any of the die actions that are showing, you can always take the rest action. So the rest action is you can either just straight up mark off one of your oxen exhaustion. That's how you rest them. Or you can get rid of a medicine to get rid of 2 disease. This is important also. So let's say I did that instead. 1 medicine, 2 disease. And that's the rest action. Now, if you are resting in a fort, one of the 3 forts on the map, you'll also get to take in some resources. So after you do your regular rest, then you would get to decide, oh, I want to add a medicine or I want to add 2 bullets. So that's just a little bonus. Maybe I want to add 2 bullets to my stock. So that's resting. After you take your action or rest, then you're going to check your disease. So let's see. I have 1 disease here. I've marked off the other 2. So I'm fine because for every 2 disease you have, you're going to need to mark off a health. So let's say at this point I had 2 disease sitting here. Now I need to mark off a health. And this is where it's important to use your medicine to get rid of this disease so it doesn't start taking away your health. Because let's say I had 4 skulls here. Each turn now at the end, I'm going to have to mark off 2 of those health. And remember, now at the end of your turn, you'll check to see, am I dead? No, I still have hearts left. I still have wagon health left, so I'm not dead. So that's the end of the turn. Then you'd start a new turn. Someone would roll the dice again and continue on. Now your goal is to get all the way to Oregon City without dying and be there first. And that's how you play Wagons West. Thanks for checking out the video.